Hello, Cancer. Thank you very much for tuning in to this week's read. For the main part of the read, I'm using the Gilded Tarot by Cyril Marchetti. There's a website in the back here, or the bottom, Llewellyn.com, but there's a newer website, usgamesinc.com. But if you look up Cyril in tarot, I think you'll easily find stuff. It's probably the easiest way to find that person's stuff if you would like to. Supportive Oracle Cards. Chakra Wisdom Oracle Cards by Tori Hartman, illustrated by Gretchen Raish Baskin. Websites are torihartman.com, watkinspublishing.co.uk, or watkinspublishing.com. Feel free to freeze frame, of course, if you want any of that information, if it benefits you, of course. What do we have for Cancer? I feel very particular about this is where this goes, and this is where that. All right, so loyalty to you. Loyalty to you, okay. Self-loyalty or, like, might be self-loyalty. What is going on? I got these two at the bottom. Victim and facade. Somebody's playing the victim. Whoever it is not really the victim. I do see you being a little stressed about what's going on. Something's leaving. Something seems to be leaving quite fast. There's this victim facade here. Literally, the two of these came in together. I don't know where the victim is showing up, though. But I'm getting, there's no victim here. There's just different choices to be made. So I don't know if somebody's like walking out on I don't know. It feels like somebody's walking out on somebody. Or somebody's ditching a job and leaving like people behind with a big mess. Somebody's just cutting quick and it's leaving a mess behind. So this could be like somebody you know is just ditching out on a relationship and leaving somebody else with all the responsibility. This could be like a job where somebody quits and then people are like, well, now what do we do? Now we got to try to figure out what was going on. They didn't even leave us instructions about why this was there and why that was there. So now we got to figure out why this was even like that. It looks like there's a little bit of like a victim energy, a victim mentality, like somebody. This is not a victim thing. It's better that this person left so that things can be corrected rather than continuing on a bad cycle. I'm not saying what they did or how they did it was correct. I'm saying the removal of them improves the situation rather than them staying in this situation. So the absence of them allows things to go much better. I'm still not saying the way they did it was correct, just to be fair. And I'm not saying you're going to agree with that either. Just to be fair, you may not agree with that at all. If this is hitting. You got grief with miracle. Things are going to get a lot better, but it's through the grief that things get much better. There's a lot of conflict here, and it feels like you're right in the middle of this conflict. Cancers are loyal. Like, I would say they're the most loyal in the zodiac. Taurus is pretty up there too. I think of Cancer, Taurus, like actively loyal. In the sense of like moving forward and making sure like, okay, not only are you loyal, you're not going to sit down and let things go bad. You're going to stand up for the people you love. You're not going to let things just happen. So you might end up in the middle of this situation because you're like, there's people I care about here. I'm just not going to let them get stepped on. They're not going to become doormats. I'm going to step up and not let that happen. I'm going to say something. Cancer's really, really strong when they're defending other people. I could be wrong. You can let me know in the comments. But like when you believe in something and somebody you care about might get hurt, boom, right there. Like, not going to happen. Not going to stand for it. Not going to let it happen. Let me know in the comments if I'm wrong, because when your heart gets into it, it's just like, I feel like it might be one of those things like I wasn't planning to step in the middle of that, but I saw something happening and it upset me. Here I am. There I go. I'm not letting it happen. It's not going to go. It's not going to fly. The exit of this person, you're not going to like it, but it is a complete ending, whatever that means. Yeah, complacency with the world coming in. It's not bad that this is going, but I still, the way they did it's not correct. But for some reason, I keep getting these scenarios like you don't realize how bad this person was screwing things up. Um, and their removal is better. Again, not I'm not saying the way it happened was okay because I keep getting there's a lot of like ditching energy going on here. A lot of ditching with the 3 and 8 of wands. There was something else here I noticed. Um, well, the world card is an ending to a whole new phase. It's a version of an ending, depending on what's going on here. So there's a lot. Okay, and then however they left, I think this is why I keep saying that same line. I'm not saying what they did was right, but it does work out for the best because this is another ditch card. This is I'm ditching it. I'm not gonna put up with it. I'm not gonna uphold my responsibilities. This is one where somebody walks away and they don't clean up the mess behind them. You know what I mean? And they're going on to something that they think, well, I don't have to, I don't want to, and there's something over there that I like more, so I'm going towards that. Goodbye, bye. Sorry about it, y'all. I'm going to something like this is about my life and what I want for my life. I don't care about your life. It's kind of that energy. This energy that's leaving is kind of that attitude. Kind of like I don't care what you need. I know what I need. I'm getting it, and I'm not gonna clean up or fix up or make it anything nice and pretty when I leave. It's time for me to go. Bye, and done. A little rude. There's going to take a lot of work and effort to reconstitute the missing person. So like, this person left a void. There's going to be some work that needs to be done to fix that. I see you helping with that. I see you very steady with that. You seem to be assisting in making this right or doing your best to kind of like help it stay afloat at least until it reconstitutes the way it needs to be. You may or may not be in the effort to find new ways to rebuild and correct. But there will be a number of you who just kind of you're just holding the line. You're just keeping it going. You're just making sure it doesn't sink. You know what I mean? You're making sure this boat doesn't sink. You're getting the water out as fast as you can. Maybe you're getting the water out faster than it's coming in, but it's not going to be a permanent solution. It's kind of like, well, I got it so this leak is okay for now, but it's not going to be a permanent solution, but I can keep it going until somebody else finds a permanent solution or the right person shows up with a patch kit that we can actually do it correctly. These two? Okay. The 4 and 9 of Pentacles. I'm noticing a lot of pairing of cards, too. Interesting. It seems like there's a community effort here for things to go better. Things to be like when I see that 4 coming in, the situation will be much more self-sufficient and it will not allow the return of the negative energy. So whoever ditched out because that was best for them at the moment, I don't see that being allowed to return. Kind of like, no, that person's not dependable. They're not respectful to the situation. They're just here when it suits them. So we're not letting them come back. Whoever they are, it may seem like that's odd, but kind of like, wait. Once we fix it, we're not going to set ourselves up and we're not going to give that person the ability to live high off the hog again. I don't think so. They're not allowed back. I feel like that might not be up to you, by the way, but I feel like they're just giving you a heads up. That person is not going to be allowed to return once things have settled. It sounds kind of like everything's up in the air right now is what I'm feeling. Once it settles, though, it's kind of like, all right, wait a minute. That person leaving like they did, what they did, that's what threw everything all over the place. So if they want to, I feel like they might try to come back. They're not allowed back. I keep getting they're not allowed back. Kind of like, oh no, because of what you did and how you treated us, that's how this all went crazy. You're not coming back. No person. Whoever that person may be, nope. Not allowed back. They're not allowed back. Nope. I feel like when you're on the other side of this, I feel like you're just kind of dealing with the new situation as it is. I wouldn't say it was your favorite outcome. How's that? But it's suitable. It's kind of like, I guess. The perfect outcome would be that that person who ditched wasn't like that to begin with. And they had some miraculous reason for what they did that made sense to everybody, and we knew it would never happen again. But that's not reality. I feel like for what comes out of this situation and what you see and what the truth is, the way it re-lines up, it's kind of like that's as good as this is going to get for now. And it's just kind of like, for now, I have to be at peace with it. I'm not really liking it, but it's as good as it's going to get for right now. But it's kind of like that for right now energy, you know what I mean? Kind of like, this is where it is now, and things are stable for now, and things are dependable for now. I guess we're just going to have to wait and see where it goes next. It's kind of like that energy. I keep seeing this, like, I just wish this person was better. Whoever that person was who ditched, and it looks like they're going to try to come back when it's convenient for them. I just feel like you might be looking at them like, I wish they were a better person than they actually are. I wish they were the person I thought they were. I think maybe that's where I'm getting this. I wish they were the person I originally thought they were. And you might be kind of like facing that truth of this situation. Who I thought they were and who they actually are two different people. You gave them a chance to be better. You believed in them, and they kind of like, they proved to you like, well, I guess that's not how that's going to work. So I think that's kind of like the quasi energy there, kind of like, I just wish they were the person I thought they were, not the person they actually are. It's just seeing them for who they actually are is a little bit painful, I think. So it's just kind of like letting that energy move on slowly. There is healing here for you. I don't know why I haven't picked this card up before now. It's hard to see this person for who they are, but it's good for you to see them for who they are. They always were who they always were, and you seeing it just makes you stronger in the sense of like, well, it's kind of like the more you see red flags from one person, the less likely somebody else is going to be able to play that red flag game with you. Like, you know what I mean? It's kind of like when somebody has like some bad verbiage, and at first when you first meet them, you're like, well, it's not the best, but it's not the worst. And then down the road, you're like, well, actually, that was quite the red flag. If I had paid attention to that a little closer, I might have kind of realized that was like the heads up to a big problem. So then somebody else comes into your life later, and they have some similar type of bad verbiage. You're like, you know, when I came across that with so-and-so, I kind of like, I just washed it away like it wasn't that bad. But you know what? I'm going to take this a little more seriously this time. Let me look a little closer into that. And you're like, oh, yep, that's quite the issue. Not repeating that. This one's going to have to go. I hope that makes sense. All right, I'm going to shut this down here. I hope that helps. Thank you for watching. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James, the number 4, astral@gmail.com. If you're interested in the donation information, that's below with the same email. Thank you again for watching, and have a great day.